So one of the interesting things being an artist is I get a lot of inquiries about framing. And on my website, when you go to look at the different types of prints, it'll show samples of what it looks like framed. I currently sell my paper prints unframed as of the recording of this video. And because of that, I get a lot of questions about how to frame it, what frame to use, or what frame I recommend, or what frame I used in my image. So most of the images and the views you see, I only wish my home looked like that. Instead, I actually purchase images of rooms and then I place my art into it. So that being said, those frames don't actually exist, but you are coming to me asking about frames, so I want to have answers for you. So in the past, I've purchased IKEA frames to show you a lower price point option, and I'm also in the process of ordering some handmade frames, and those are taking time. But I wanted to do a separate video specifically on this one because my prints are an aspect ratio of 18 by 24 and my printer is a maximum print size of 24 inches. The most common purchased print and largest print I do is 24 by 32. So I picked up this off of Amazon, and I'll put the link below. It is a 24 by 32 wood frame, and it's pretty much my most asked question, where did I get those frames? So those frames don't actually exist, but this one does, and I went out and purchased it. And it came in quite a sturdy box. The brand is Homeforia, and at the time of this recording, it cost me $155 for this frame. I was surprised that of all the frames I have ordered so far, they all came with plexiglass. This one came with glass, so it is a little bit heavier. So if you make sure you're planning to hang this on a sturdy wall, it does come really well packaged, and even with a handwritten note, which I just had out. There it is. It looks like it's a handwritten note. It's probably printed, but it definitely thanks you for your purchase, and that's super nice. And it comes sturdy packaging. And I thought I would quickly frame this piece, which is Emerald Light, 24 by 32. And so if you order a paper print from me, it comes with a 1-inch white border. And so I really wanted to show you what these pieces look like in the frame. I know you can see it on my website, but now let's do it in video. All right, and let me move the packaging out. And just to show you, since the print's not there, it's a really nice box. I probably should use this as inspiration for packaging paintings as well. Just want to show you there. So it comes with the, oh, what's this now? Oh, it even comes with hooks. I didn't even know that. Let's see what hooks are in here. Oh, perfect. So, wow, even an Allen key. So why would you come with an Allen key? We're gonna find that out. So there are nails and hooks. There's 2 of them, which is always a pleasant surprise. Just showing you what it came with. More inspiration for how to package my prints or my paintings, because I'm always looking for nice ways of packaging. All right, and there's a little QR code here, and it says, if there's issues, let's fix it fast. So maybe if it was broken or something like that, that's really nice to see. Ah, and I see here's where the Allen keys are. Or where the hex heads are for us to use the Allen key. These are really elegant because I know there's some brands where when you push it to the side, you have to use a screwdriver, otherwise you'll destroy your fingers. And now I have to get that Allen key. I don't usually see hex heads that have a point to them, so these are fancy screws. Usually they're flat bottom screws. but they are a bit stiff in there. And this is an oak frame, so I do feel the weight of it. So it's a really nice frame. There we go. I always tend to keep this. It just protects that print from the back side of those screws a little bit more. And I usually leave this in there in case I ever do want to use the mat. And there is nothing to peel off on the glass. The glass is all ready to go. So let me reach over for the print. Always remember where you have the top. So it just, the 24 by 32 just fits perfectly into there. And then we'll layer all those things back in. And make sure this was the top, so that's where the hooks go, is on the top. And there are 2 hooks for this. And that makes sense because it is such a heavy frame, you want to even out the load. Whoops. All right, it looks like the hard part is you have to have this piece centered. I'm just gonna undo everything. Actually, I'm gonna restate what I did. I just noticed you have to do these screws first because these springs are so strong that I noticed that this was bowing out. And I think in other videos I've made of IKEA frames, that's actually a problem with the IKEA frame, is it does bow out when it's hanging on your wall. So actually, this is a really nice feature, having this screw part on the edge. So I'm gonna redo these screws first. And I'll probably check the image after I do 2 screws, just to make sure I don't have to redo anything. But yes, this centers the piece. This is fantastic. This is a really nice frame. Sweet. All right, let's do a double check, make sure everything looks good. Just so you can see. So let me put the rest of the pieces in. The top's now on the other side. Here's the screws. Whoops, I'm glad I finished because that went flying. And now these feel so much better. Before, when I was putting these in, I could feel the frame splaying because it is quite a thin frame. And now there's just more security. And it's all being held really nicely. Fantastic. So now here's the top. Let's take another look. And here is Emerald Light. Oh, I'll move it because I can see the lights in your way. So that's one thing about glass is, or at least this glass is, it is quite reflective. So you're seeing everything else in my room and all the lights that I have going on. Because this is so heavy, I would actually recommend maybe swapping out the glass for non-reflected plexi, and that would make it much lighter. And especially for someone like me who has been always living in basement apartments where the walls tend to not have as many studs, and so the drywall couldn't carry a frame like this. I think it would make sense to put in plexi. So let's just quickly weigh it, zero this out. So the frame with the print is coming up around 4.3 kilograms. So I really wanted to let you know in case you have any issues with your wall carrying weight. However, that said, this is a gorgeous frame and I'm excited that I was able to share it with you. And hopefully this gives you some inspiration what to buy. I will put the link below to this frame. And as my other frames keep coming in, I will create more videos, and I will also make a page that just has all the frames that I recommend in the different sizes or materials. And thanks so much for considering my work for your walls, and thanks you so much for watching the video, and please subscribe if you want to see more art videos. I really appreciate your support. Thank you. What do you think, right there?